What's up YouTube, Davion back looking at another division. This time we'll be looking at the Southwest Division. This division consists of the Mavericks, the Rockets, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, and the Spurs. Let's start with the Mavericks. The Mavericks went 24-58, which made them 13th in the West. They received the 5th pick of the 2018 draft, which they used to draft Trae Young, but traded him to the Hawks in exchange for Luka Doncic. They also brought in DeAndre Jordan. The Mavs will be about the same as they were last year, maybe a little bit better. The Houston Rockets went 65-17 and finished first in the West. They lost to the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals in a 7-game series. They brought in Carmelo Anthony in the offseason. They also acquired Michael Carter-Williams. And in a previous video, I mentioned the Rockets received Marquise Chris and Brandon Knight for Ryan Anderson. The Rockets should do pretty good this year. They'll be around the same as they were last year, maybe a few less games. The race for number 1 in the West should be pretty close between them and the Warriors. And while I have the Warriors being number 1, I think the Rockets will be close. Next up is the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies went 22-60 last year, making them 14th in the West. They received the 4th pick of the 2018 draft, where they drafted Jaren Jackson from Michigan State. The Grizzlies brought in 8 players, but nothing too significant besides Jaren Jackson Jr. I think the Grizzlies will be a lottery team once again, and hopefully they'll draft some more pieces for their future. Next up is the Pelicans. The Pelicans were 48-34 and finished 6th in the West. They lost a few players such as DeMarcus Cousins, but gained a few like Alfred Payton, Julius Randle, and Jahlil Okafor. I think the Pelicans are still playoff bound, but they'll regress slightly. However, with a player like Anthony Davis, anything can happen. The final team of the Southwest Division is the San Antonio Spurs. They went 47-35 and finished 7th in the West. They lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Warriors. The Spurs will be a bit different this year. They traded Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green to the Raptors and received DeMar DeRozan in return. Spurs also lost Manu Ginobili, who retired, and Tony Parker, who went to the Hornets. So, in a way, you could say that this is basically the end of an era, considering that 2 players who were so essential to their championship success are now gone. But anyway, the Spurs will be pretty decent this year. With a great coach like Pop, they'll definitely win some games. Alright, that wraps up this video. One more division after this. If I had to rank this division, I would say Rockets, Spurs, Pelicans, which the Spurs and Pelicans might be interchangeable, the Mavericks, and the Grizzlies. Alright, see you next time.